right, it's New Year. You ready to make some moves? What kind of moves? These kind of moves. Hey there, Enterprisers, what's good? It's Jason Lago here again, and in this video I want to talk to you about New Year marketing moves. That's right, New Year marketing moves for you to go ahead and make now that it's New Year, right? Let's go ahead and get this thing off to a good start. Let's get this thing running right now. It's the New Year. What is a better opportunity than right now to get this thing started properly and really get some momentum behind your business? Now is the best time to do it, right? It is a new year, and therefore it's a new slate, right? It's kind of wiping the slate clean, as it were. Everyone has a fresh start, and so the question is, what are you going to do with that fresh start? I'm going to suggest to you 3 very simple ways for you to go ahead and get this thing going, right? Get this ball rolling now that it's New Year. Let's talk about 3 very simple and easy but very powerful and effective marketing moves that you can make right now today, or at least starting today, so that you can start off this new year right and really get things going for your business. Okay, let's jump right into it. Number 1, New Year on social media. New Year on social media. Okay, and basically what that comes down to is really just leveraging your social media in terms of positioning, because now that it's New Year. Okay, and one of the best ways that you can do this is to do a video. Actually, 2 types of videos I'm going to suggest for you. The first of which is a year in review video, right? And that's awesome. Just do a year in review, and honestly, you could do this to where it's not a video at all. You could just do this with a long post, but I really think videos are very, very powerful. You know how I feel about that, and so I'm going to suggest that you do a video, whether it's long or a short video, just highlighting some of the best times and aspects that you had in the last year, right? And this could be good stuff, but it could also include some of your moments of vulnerability, some of your moments of challenges. But I really feel that highlighting some of the successes of last year is a great way to really go ahead and get your folks dialed in for this new year, right? The second video that you could do is a video that projects what you're going to do this year, right? It could really be something along the lines of projection, like I just said, or it could be one of those things where you're just expressing gratitude. You know what I mean? And basically using your audience as a form of accountability partnership, where you're telling them, listen, hey, this is the things that I want to look forward to. This is the things that I want to go ahead and try and do. Hold me accountable, and let's get this thing done together, right? So you can see that if you combine those different things, or at least use one of them, then you're going to really use social media to blow up and to dial in your audience, right? It's all about dialing your audience. And what's going to happen, because it's New Year and there are people who are looking, right? There are people who are looking for something, looking to start losing weight, looking to start making new money, looking to start, getting better in their relationships, whatever the case is. You're also going to find that doing this will attract new people to your audience, and that is absolutely invaluable as well. So go ahead and celebrate New Year on social media, right? Celebrate it, promote something, and go ahead and show people that New Year is something that to be celebrated. And part of that includes highlighting the victories from last year. Right? All right, so go ahead and figure out what you want to do in that regard. Just know that because it's New Year, do not waste the opportunity to show New Year and celebrate New Year on social media. Number 2, New Year sale. New Year sale, okay? And I've mentioned this in a couple of videos past, especially during the holiday season, but the reality is it's New Year, right? And whether it's New Year's Day or at the time of this video, it's a couple days past New Year's Day, the reality is because we're so closely removed from New Year's Day, you can still say the term New Year and people get it, right? I mean, I know a lot of people who are doing New Year type sales all the way into the 3rd week of January almost, just because, again, it's still fresh on people's mind. So why not you? Why not take this opportunity to go ahead and put together an offer or a marketing campaign where you're talking about, hey, it's New Year, and because of that, hey, let's go ahead and sell stuff, right? There's a lot of businesses out there, you know what I mean? Go ahead and put this into the test if you don't believe what I'm saying. Go ahead and check this out for yourself. If you go to any grocery or retail establishment, you're going to find a lot of product that's overstocked, that didn't sell, a surplus of some sort, and it's discounted so it can sell from last year or from the end of the year, right? This always happens. Right? There's a couple stores in my locale, in fact, that actually miscalculated how many turkeys they needed for the holiday season, and they got all these turkeys left over, right? And they're still trying to sell them, and they're still good, they're fine. It's just there's a lot of them to sell, and so they're discounting them, right? And people are flocking to them right now, myself included. So why not you? Why not you go ahead and put together a special New Year sale so that you can at least start the year off in profit, start the year off with revenue coming in. And believe me, there's nothing that feels better than fresh sales, especially as the new year starts. Everyone's looking for that first sale, and it kind of paces you and encourages you for the rest of the year. So number 2, New Year sale. Number 3, and finally, New Year product launch. New Year product launch, okay? And it's exactly what it sounds like. Now that it's a new year, maybe it's time to launch that new product. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where perhaps this has been in the back of your mind for a while. Maybe it's one of those things again, I've kind of referred to it back in previous videos towards the end of last year, where in order to move forward, you had to restructure and rethink and reposition yourself. And part of that realignment of thinking begs the question, is it time to market something new, right? And whether it's another person's product or a product of your own, maybe is now the time to create that new or bring forth that new product, create a new offer, and really go for it. And the idea is, what better time than New Year? Because it's already new year, go ahead and sell a new product. Maybe now is the exact time for you to go ahead and do just that. Only you can answer that question, but I'm going to suggest to you that the dynamics definitely match. Again, it's new year, so why not launch the new product, you know? And it's one of those things, new is always exciting, right? New is always exciting. It's a little bit frightening. It can be a little bit, nerve-wracking, but the reality is it is exciting on some level. And so just think about how that dynamic works when you come into the picture, get on your social media or address your audience and you say, hey, listen, it's new year, and because of that, I'm super excited. We have a new product that is finally launching. And I'm telling you, once you put that out there onto the airwaves, onto the net, into the space, the universe, whatever you want to call it, there's something magical that starts to happen. At the very least, now that you've spoken it, you kind of have to live up to it, right? And so if this is one of those things where you've considered it for a while, or maybe you just never considered it at all, but now you've kind of heard it for inspiration, go ahead and explore it. I think that New Year is a great time to launch a new product, a new offering, a new service, a new partnership, a new venture. Go ahead and explore this. It's New Year, do something new, and I hope that it brings a lot of new profit to your bottom line as well. There you have it, my friends. Listen, this is the first episode of the new year. Super excited about it, and I hope this was helpful to you. So as always, give me a like, a comment, a share, and of course, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you don't miss out on any more hot new content that I got coming down the pipe just for you in this new year. And I can be excited about the stuff that's coming down, stuff that I'm doing. It really, really is great. Again, thank you for following and all the support. I appreciate you. Happy New Year, my friends. Talk to you soon. Take care.